Oleksandr Usyk and Tyson Fury face off for the second time on Saturday night in a huge heavyweight title rematch in Riyadh. I'm here with George Flood to preview the fight. A thrilling first meeting in May went the full 12 rounds and Usyk eventually won on a split decision, with 2 of the 3 judges awarding the fight to the Ukrainian.
It was the first defeat of Fury's 36-fight professional career as Usyk extended his unbeaten record to 22-0. It also saw Usyk claim all the heavyweight belts, adding Fury's WBC gold to his WBA, IBF, WBO and IBO titles. That made him the first undisputed heavyweight champion since Lennox Lewis in 2000, with Usyk having also previously reigned as undisputed at cruiserweight.
A rematch was soon confirmed and, 7 months on, the pair are heading back to Saudi Arabia to do it all again this weekend.
However, this time undisputed status won't be on the line after Usyk quickly relinquished the IBF title, which went to interim champion Daniel Dubois before he retained it by knocking out Anthony Joshua in September. Usyk is the odds-on favourite to beat his rival for a second time, but Fury will be no pushover as he plots revenge at the Kingdom Arena.
So, back to Saudi Arabia, 2 of the biggest boxers on the planet. Who's winning?
Well, I think a lot's going to depend on Fury's approach this time. I mean, he thought he won the first fight and he certainly had his moments, but he sort of said afterwards that he felt he was too cautious. This time it sounds like he's going to come in a lot heavier, they're saying. He sort of said he's going to go straight for the knockout this time, so we could see a much more explosive fight with Fury hunting the knockout.
Surely Fury won't want to leave it to the judges this time.
Well, exactly, and Fury felt he won that first fight. He sort of, I think he called it the daftest decision in the history of boxing afterwards, so he certainly won't want to leave it to the judges again.
Would it be fair to say Fury's never beaten an opponent such as Usyk?
Yeah, I think it'd be fair to say it's been quite a while now as well since we saw the best of Fury. I mean, you look back at that Francis Ngannou fight where, you know, that was one he took probably too lightly. He was expected to win it comfortably, but ended up getting, you know, dropped and just squeaking out a win. I mean, before that he had the Derek Chisora fight and the Dillian Whyte fight where he didn't really have to work too hard in either. So this is a completely different test for him.
So what happens if Fury loses?
Well, both men have said they won't retire regardless of the result of the weekend. Fury's spoken before this year about having, you know, maybe having 5 more fights left at the top level. You've got the Anthony Joshua fight still out there, and Usyk's spoken about maybe even going back down to cruiserweight. So whatever happens, I don't think you'll see either man retire.
And Fury or Usyk, who's your money on?
I think it will be Usyk again. Whether it's a repeat of the points win or a knockout, I think will depend entirely on Fury's approach. Fury comes out very aggressive, looks for the knockout. I think Usyk is clever enough, powerful enough to make him pay. But having said that, it also wouldn't surprise me if Fury did manage to come out and get revenge and, you know, set up that huge trilogy fight.